Identity theft is on the minds of millions of Americans after the massive OPM data breach. And that's why Congressman John Delaney hosted a forum to discuss the issue right here in Montgomery County.
I want to find out if my data has actually been taken.
He's not alone. Hundreds of residents turned out for this forum in Germantown to learn more about identity theft and fraud protection. Congressman John Delaney said cybersecurity is a primary concern of his constituents, many of them federal workers.
It's an incredibly important part of my job is to represent federal workers. Normally I'm spending my time fighting for them to make sure they get treated fairly by the government as it relates to all that's gone on with budget matters, but now we find ourselves, really worried about their data security. Right, 20 million records of individuals. I mean, it's staggering.
And unfortunately, it can happen to anyone. Just ask these experts.
And it's not just plain folks who get their identities stolen. My identity has been stolen. Somebody filed a tax return this year in my name and my wife's name, attempting to steal a refund from the United States government.
Identity theft has been the #1 complaint that the Federal Trade Commission has received for over a decade. And in Maryland, your state is #6 in the nation for identity theft.
Over a dozen agencies were represented at this forum, from the Office of Personnel Management to the Montgomery County Office of Consumer Protection. What do you want to learn today?
How I can prevent it from happening. Should I be one of the unlucky OPM people?
I definitely took advantage of picking up some of the literature that was here, just to have those at home so if something happens, I know where to go in terms of websites or who to call.
The FTC has launched a new website to help with this growing problem. You can find more information at identitytheft.gov.
We can beat this threat. We can beat this threat with more investment by the government, with more investment by the private sector, and with greater coordination and cooperation between those two parties in ways that don't compromise our rights to privacy.
From IMC Media, I'm Sonya Burke.